Good evening, guys. How are you?
Doing awesome. How are you doing?
Good, good. About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we did a ladies' night, and so Fox felt a little left out. So I said tonight we'll do boys' night.
There you go. Sounds
What's
like
going
a plan.
on, Chip? Friday, 2 days off from Night Owls. What's going on? We've got Clara, who's just on with us. I had a blast with Clara, that silver-haired wolf. Golden's been in here for a while. Bearded Barbarian, he's a new sub as of today. Kate Titus is in here from Japan. Dana, one of our mods, is in here. I haven't seen Ross yet. Yesy Lou's in here. Yesy Lou and Golden were out hitting the pavement hard trying to get some people in here. We're trying to get up to 500. We're only 7 away, which I guess we're doing okay. We've been doing this since, I think, April. This is a, 33rd episode, so 11 weeks or something like that. But we're almost up to 500, so doing good, doing good. And you guys just came off a live stream. Mr. TechBot just came off a live stream, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Hey, OJ. Hey, Darian, how are you? And then Mr. Will is here tonight, Mr. Average Will. And Average Will, he's got one of our mugs. I love that photo.
I do. Thank you.
So just to explain the opener. So Mr. TechBot, I kind of took pointers off of your logo. And so I did the kind of the steampunk background. And then Will, for whatever reason, the background of yours, it made me think of a theater curtain. So then I put you in the movie theater. And then Wayne, I actually saw some of your previous stickers and you had the Joker body.
Right.
And so that's why I did the Joker for that one. So just try to do something that kind of relates to all of you guys when we do the show now. So I stepped it up from the original shows. If you go look at the first thumbnails that are different, it was me kind of acting like a cheesy game show host, doing all of the voice work behind it. And I just got annoyed with that. And so we kind of stepped it up and do it this way now. So what's up, Jayla Pops? How are you?
That's right. For our channel, we got to figure that part out, nonetheless, because we always just start our shows. We're randomly talking just before then. So I think we eventually got to figure out the whole opener thing. But
well, I think we talked about this once before. I kind of start all of my videos randomly talking at the beginning. I think I just started that one time, and I haven't stopped. I don't, maybe one day I'll grow up and like have intros and all that stuff, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
I think our first one was just like a photo. That was before I actually bought into having StreamYard,
right.
Because I wanted to see how it was going to go with this whole thing and if it was going to fly or not. And then I actually started using a different app, and then I got Canva, Canva. It is super easy. So Instagram posts, you can do all your YouTube thumbnails, everything in there, and it's fantastic. I can get the intros done in like 15 minutes now. So it works out pretty good.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really easy. What's going on, Will? I'm quiet tonight.
Oh, I'm tired. We're in we got like 94-degree weather, and then it's over 100 with the heat index down here, and I worked outside today, so I'm trying to wake up a little bit. I'm exhausted. I'm beat.
Yeah. So we always started talking about your collections and everything, and we'll do that kind of a warm up. We wait to get the 38 likes to get Fox in here, and you guys really should start smashing that like button because he's got a good outfit tonight. I've already pre-warned him on any X-rated flashing.
He better be one.
He told me not to censor him, so I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Never know what you're going to get out of Fox.
Exactly, which is why he's such a fun co-host, is because he always keeps things interesting, not only for the chat, but for me. Makes production fun. So, Mr. TechBot, we'll start with you. So we were talking about your Boston, and then you've got some comics in the back. Now, are you more of a comic guy that switched to pops, or are you more of a pop guy that switched to comics?
That's actually a great question. To be honest, I don't know. I grew up. I was one of those kids growing up where I was in the comic book store, and I was that kid that would read the comics in the comic book store and stuff like that. And then I think as I got older, I got more into sports and doing different stuff. And we moved around. So I grew up in Massachusetts, and we went to California and stuff like that. I got kind of dropped out of some of the comic book world. And I think getting back into this whole collectible world, it's Funkos that brought me back into it, just seeing all the Marvel stuff. And now I started, oh, man, I got to get back into this comic book world and, realize, man, I'm so out of it with this. Luckily, I've met a lot of really cool guys like Metaphorical and Jay Blitz and stuff like that who's helped me, come back into it. But I've always been a huge Captain America fan and Spider-Man fan, stuff like that. I'm a big Marvel guy, to be honest with you. I'd like to say sometimes I lean towards comics, but I mean I like pops just as well. I mean the pops have a special place, and I think in everybody, to where you can see a pop. I mean I guess comic books are the same way, but you can see a pop whether it's an ad icon or whether it's a TV show that you grew up with or something, and those instantly bring you back to those times in your life, and I think that's what really draws me towards a pop.
Yeah, and you have little kids too, so I suppose it's nice to be able to kind of share that kid side of you with them as well. Like as I was telling the guys backstage, I did a video last night, and it's not the best quality because we were in a. He wanted to do it in his room at my mom's house and have the Mickey Mouse curtains in the background. He thought that was cool, and but to see his face when he was pulling things out and look at the glow on this and showing off on the camera, it's fun to be able to kind of be an adult and cross over and kind of be on that same plane and everything else. So we always ask 2 questions, and then I'll move to the other guys because I got questions for them too. So out of your collection, what is your favorite pop that you have?
My current favorite now I do move a lot of pops around because I mean I do a lot of mystery boxes. So a lot of times you're gonna get stuff that you really really like, and sometimes you're gonna get a lot of stuff that you really really don't care about. And so I'm never been shy. I do sell a lot of my pops, but there's a lot of them that I keep specific. And I think currently right now, my favorite pop among all is my Jack Torrance Chase.
Okay.
That I have. I have both, which is funny because the very first pop that I ever decided to keep in my collection was the common Jack Torrance. And when I happened to pull that out of a mystery box, when I pulled the Chase out of I think I got that from Unlock the Con. I pulled that out and I was like, I was dumbfounded because it brought me back to that first mystery box. And I was like, this is awesome. I absolutely love this. Plus, I always like the look of that cold frozen Jack. Mm-hmm. And I just thought that was a great pop.
Awesome. And then if you had all the money in the world to get one of your your personal grail that you would keep forever, what would that be?
That would probably be the I know we actually just did a video, not our live stream. Me and Wayne did a live stream not long ago about like all the real high valued ones. To be honest with you, I'm a big Cap guy. I really, really would like to find the Captain America holding not the circle shield, but the other shield that he has, where he has it in front of him, type stuff, where he used it when he was first doing the promotions in the movie. That type of shit. I absolutely love that pop, and I would really, really like to get it. But there's a whole bunch of different ones we'd like to get. In fact, I know Wayne and I did where our top, pops we want and stuff like that. But to me, it's not necessarily about what the value of it is. It's the significance of it.
Exactly. Yeah, my personal grail, which most of these lovely people in this chat helped to surprise me with, was Marty McFly with the hoverboard, and you know that it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but to me that it meant something, and it meant so much more. And then the other one that I have that is high value is the New York City Comic-Con Mando.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, my parents surprised me with that for helping them out during COVID. So,
nice.
grocery shopping for them, and I got a Mando out of it. So, hey, it is what it is. So, Wayne, we'll switch to you next. So, I love the accent. So, which southern state are you from, or are you in right now?
I'm originally from Georgia.
You're from Georgia. Okay, I grew up in North Carolina, in the southern part of North Carolina. So, I was actually a Myrtle Beach baby for the first 10 years of my life. I love the South. I miss it down there. Georgia, my friends lived in Savannah for the longest time. And so I went down there quite a few times. And there's nothing like a good low country boil and all of that. But I noticed in your background, I know you're not in your studio, but I noticed in your background you have the shelves back there. So are those collectibles that are back there? And are those are figures, or I can't see them too well, but are those figures or pops?
Those are definitely Funko. So I have Funkos. I have Adidas All-Stars. I have a slight obsession with shell toes. So there's some shell toes back there. I actually have some Batman action figures back there when I was a kid. So I got the original Batmobile, and it's just Funkos, collectibles, shoes, things like that. You know, it just the stuff that hasn't quite made it out of my bedroom yet and into the studio.
I know how that goes. When I'm in, it is my office at home, and I'm at Lisa's tonight, but I have all those Funkos behind me, and then I'm working on that right now, trying to build that up so that I have an excuse to get shelves. And now that I'm got my whole family involved, my nephew took 7 out of the 10 Chase exclusives last night, but he has no idea who they were. They were all anime people, but he's like, this one looks really cool. Ooh, let's go check this one out. And so he would like hold it up to the light and run in there, and I'm like, now you got to understand. You have to be careful with these because and he's like, I know, Aunt Brandy. He's like, soft stacks for anything that's over $20 and anything that's over $50, you should put in a hard stack. I'm like, there you go, my man.
There you go.
There you go. You're not even 9 yet. So same question to you. If you had, what's your favorite pop that you have in your collection?
All right. So my favorite pop is my first pop that was in my collection. That's going to be Crack Shot.
Oh,
so
okay.
Crack Shot from Fortnite's going to be my favorite pop. But I started collecting pops a little different than a lot of people. I started collecting them, taking pictures of them. And I see Chris already shaking his head. He knows he hates Fortnite pops. But I started collecting them to take pictures. And the Fortnite pops had the best pops for pictures. Like I have some really good ones with their alien at night sitting in my driveway. I mean, it actually looks like he's on the moon. I mean, so I started collecting them for slightly different reasons. And then it just kind of grew into the collection it's at now.
And then if you had all the money in the world, what is the one personal grail that you would get?
This is an easy question for me. Jimi Hendrix. So yeah. they have a Jimi Hendrix that they have one pop known made by him. I would own that one just because I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. And
part of the reason I ask these questions, and you know, you guys have become part of our family when you're in here, but my group, like core group of people that I hang out with on Instagram, the nice thing is everybody listens to this, and when I ask that question, they get it in there. And so we kind of do a pay it forward grail. So I got Marty McFly, Fox got New York City Comic-Con Mando, and you know, we kind of like to pay it, or I should say pay it forward. And so people can go back and look at these, and when I have certain people on, if they know somebody needs kind of a pick me up, and so that's kind of been a fun part of the side bonus of doing this show. Is not only getting to meet people, but then paying it forward. So, Mr. Will, so you got some cool stuff up there. You've got some slabs back there too.
Yep, got a mixture of pops and comics.
So, what's the main line that you collect?
For Funko Pops, it is I do Marvel and Star Wars. My wife is a huge Star Wars fan. She's got 3 or 4 tattoos that are Darth Vader themed. And then she's got lightsabers on her arm as well. So we're big into the Star Wars here at the house, and then Marvel.
Now, did you go down the Mandalorian rabbit hole at all, or did you just stick with strictly Star Wars?
working towards more Mandalorian. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan, so that's right down my alley with the Mandalorian show coming out last year. I'm pumped for season 2. They're bringing in the characters that they're bringing in for the show. I'm excited for it.
Absolutely. So same question to you. What's the favorite pop you have in your collection?
Well, it was Gizmo until my wife pulled the Doctor Doom, the vaulted Doctor Doom from a watch battle we just did. Doctor Doom's one of my favorite bad guy villain characters, so getting him was awesome.
Now, well, I'll ask you this question, and then I have a question that comes off of that. But so if you had all the money in the world, what is your personal grail?
Be either the Blue Chrome Boba or the Freddy Funko. Freddy Funko's Boba Fett.
Okay, yeah, both very, very cool. Boba Fett always reminds me of my uncle. He was very big into Star Wars when we were kids, and he always had to be Boba Fett when we were playing outside. He and I are like close in age. He was like 8 when I was born. So we used to, when I was a kid, we would play Star Wars outside, and he had the Millennium Falcon, with the little Kenner doll size figures fit in there and everything. So Boba Fett always reminds me of my uncle, and then I made him actually go purchase. Well, I purchased it, but I made him go pick up the black Boba Fett, the 10-inch. I couldn't get it on this side of the state, so I made him go to Target and pick it up for me. And he's like, "What the heck is this? And why is it in such a big box?" And then he looked at it. He's like, "Oh, that's Boba Fett." I was like, "Yeah, you nerd." I'm like, "Come on now." So now he has some. But speaking of the Star Wars and everything else, they have the 40th anniversary line that are coming out. Are any of you guys following the Amazon, the Echo-based pops that are coming out? Today they launched.
I didn't know they were coming out with them.
Now you got something for me to look at. I don't know. I didn't know about that.
You're going to have to educate me on that one.
So I can pull them up. There's 3. There's 2 that have been released, or one. I'm sorry, 1 that's been released so far, and then there's 1 that's coming out, I think, the 20th. And then they just launched today for pre-order the Chewbacca. Echo-based Funkos.
So I'm slightly upset I didn't know about this.
Yeah, we didn't even know. We were brought it up today.
Star Wars person over here, and I didn't have a clue. Zero clue.
They are still available, which is the good part. And here I'll bring up the first one. This is the Wampa. So they all come on a base, and I'm wondering, they all come with this, the snow on the bottom.
Okay, so yeah, I knew they had this guy coming out, and yeah, that it's something about the Wampa and the other one that I can't think of the name right now.
Tauntaun.
Yeah, the Tauntaun. They come on that snowy stand.
Yeah, so this is the second out of the 6, which is Han Solo with the Tauntaun.
Now that one I've actually been waiting on. Is that one for pre-order now?
You can. It's going to be released. Yep, pre-order. Well, I don't know.
So we were talking about this one not too long ago. That's a really awesome movie moment.
That's a fantastic, and then he has a lightsaber in his hand. I love that one. And then today they launched the Chewbacca, where is he at? Right here.
Oh wow! I see that one.
Oh, nice.
So I just they flocked him, and then they got the snow on him. So I actually pre-ordered this one today.
That is a really awesome pup.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I love these. And then one of them showed the back, and they were kind of it's not this one, it was the last one.
See now that's a pop that should be flocked. Funko has a big problem with flocking things that shouldn't be flocked.
What, reptiles? You don't want reptiles to be flocked?
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy right now going on in the pop community about not the pop community, but the whole Pokemon community about flocking reptiles and stuff like that. I don't really know how I feel about that.
Well, I will say there's a couple they're coming out with that flocked He-Man around Thanksgiving or whatever in the GameStop box, and the only thing that I think they flocked was his briefs. I don't even know if they did his boots, and then the other one I didn't get was ZZ Top, and all they did was flock the guitars. And these guys have beards. Why wouldn't you flock their beards? Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it right.
Right. They dropped the ball on some of that. For some reason, I can't find this guy. What's the Chewbacca called?
Let me go back to it. It is Chewbacca. If you look up Battle at Echo Base Funko, they should all come up. But I loved this. It popped across the Instagram, the Funko Instagram today, and I saw the other ones, and I can't quite figure out. So they have on.
Now, is this supposed to be a playoff of like that Marvel base? You know how that Marvel has the Avengers Assemble base. Is it supposed to be like a playoff of that?
That's what I thought at first, and that's why I brought it up to see if you like needed to get all 6 of them so they like fit together. But it doesn't seem to be. If you look at the bases themselves, and this one they have an actual rendering of, it doesn't look like they're like gonna fit together any way, shape, or form. Other than you just have the snow bases on them.
Yeah, I don't think that they fit together at all. My other Tauntaun has the base like that, and it's not going to fit together with anything.
Here's the other one. So 369 is the Han Solo with the Tauntaun. 370 is Chewbacca. 371, I assume, is the one droid that was on there. I can't figure out what 372 is going to be, and then obviously 373 is Darth Vader
With somebody.
All right, so 371 looks like the babysitter. I can't remember his name, so it's a droid, but I can't remember his name. 372 is definitely going to be Princess Leia with something.
That's what I thought with the hair, but I can't figure out what she would be.
And then 370 has me stumped. I don't know
would that be Vader with Luke or something?
Well, then I looked at the helmet there, and I was wondering, is that a Boba Fett helmet? But I don't remember Boba Fett being in that part of on that when they were on that world.
I don't think he would have been in that one. Now, I'm not going to say that for sure because I could clearly be wrong, but I don't think so. I'm curious as to what 370 is. 370 has me stumped.
370?
Yeah. Isn't 370 the
370
Chewbacca?
The Chewbacca.
Yeah.
370 is what?
The Chewbacca.
Okay.
But 373, I have no idea. So I was trying to figure that out when I looked at the back of the box, and I thought they were
Darth Vader. It looks
I would
Darth
say
Vader.
Vader and a stormtrooper.
It's definitely Vader. I just can't. That could be a stormtrooper. That kind of looks.
It looks like a stormtrooper helmet. I mean, my guess would be it'd be Vader with a stormtrooper.
So I don't know. I thought those were super cool, and then the in particular that Chewbacca that they launched today, that it looked amazing with the flocking on it, and then them adding the snowflakes on it. And, I mean, the action pose, because everybody can remember it, the wind blowing on him and blowing his hair sideways. And if I had the outfit here, I'd put it on for you and then stand in front of the fan so you could see it. We did a Star Wars episode, and I actually dressed up that night as Chewbacca in my dad's costume, but it weighs about 50 pounds, and you sweat horribly inside of it.
Oh, it's a theatrical Chewbacca outfit.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm trying to get him to buy the $300 Mandalorian outfit that they have on eBay, and then I can wear that to the Halloween party that I go to every year.
Well, that's going to be everybody's Halloween costume this year. I'm convinced of it. I mean, that's going to be a hot one.
True. 372 looks like Yoda, is what Clara said. I don't know, maybe.
It could be. I'm not 100% sure. It kind of looks like Princess Leia's like puff on her hair, but then it's got something funny going on with the whole like arch back, or we won't know until we see it.
Yeah. Hey, Will, what's going on? So you guys did your episode on the STCC that's coming out, and I know that there's been a lot of people debating this on the things that are coming out and what they're bringing out, and some people very disappointed in what's coming out on that. So taking it off of that and what they're launching for STCC, what do you guys foresee, or what would you like to see for New York City Comic-Con? Because I think everybody's kind of hoping that New York City Comic-Con might actually happen, even though New York has been one of the hardest hit areas with the COVID. But if you guys had a choice, knowing what you collect and what you're looking for, what is something that you would love to see that you think might come out for New York City Comic-Con?
Oh, wow. Comic-Con ones are always kind of weird because, they want to get you that surprise factor. And I think definitely San Diego gave us some surprise factor ones. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't think that. Yeah, and I think it's because of the limited run, but like the Black Lightning, and I mean that thing's just trending up and up and up. I think ones like the Jack in the Box is real good for this one, but I would like to see a little bit more ad icons. I think somewhere in there, maybe like maybe there's the Marvel side of me, but I'd like to see like maybe a younger Stan, something of that nature, somewhere in there. But that's just for me. I'd like to see something in that realm.
Anybody else have some thoughts?
Well, I think The Simpsons is always something that you can count on. We're going to see more of The Simpsons coming up. I like seeing The Simpsons. I grew up watching them, so I'm a huge collector of it. I'm with Chris on the ad icons. They could always throw more ad icons in. There's more Star Wars. I don't know that I want to see another Boba Fett, but I would like to see some more like Star Wars characters other than the ones that they keep running into the ground. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. They can keep running them into the ground, but I would like to just see some different characters now.
Wait, are you gonna go? Are you gonna look for the Jar Jar Binks one?
The what?
You're gonna look for the Jar Jar Binks one?
I don't even know what you're saying right now. What are you saying?
Jar Jar Binks, one of the most annoying Star Wars characters of all time.
No. I do want that little cute guy though on the last Star Wars. What was his name? What was that little guy's name? The one that short circuited the droid.
Oh, I have him, Babu Frick.
That's it. I do want that guy though. That guy's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I have him. It's an amazing little pop. Like I won't get rid of that. Just because he is, well, first of all, it was hilarious. And second of all, he was tiny, which for whatever reason, I'm obsessed with tiny things. And then to top it off, it was just I wish I had it with me. I'd show it to you. I'd pull it out of the box, but he's so detailed. And it's amazing. I loved it. I got that out of, it was the last box, this last Star Wars Funko box that was on Amazon. It was him and then C-3PO carrying Chewbacca's gear.
That'd be a good one.
Now, do you guys think that they're going to launch that Black Lightning on the Funko shop?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be launched on the Funko shop.
Be a shop one.
Yeah,
all the bots are going to be going for that one, though.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the bots are going to shut the website down again. I'm convinced of it. I mean, I'm totally convinced that's what's going to happen when this happens. But I don't know when they're releasing their stuff. I did, however, find out that they're going to release them in stores on the 24th. So the 24th will be the street date on when the shared stuff will hit the store. I don't know when Funko plans on doing it though, because they show something like 19th through the 24th. So I mean, I don't 100% know there.
Okay. Now there's a couple of them I didn't quite understand. Where is it? The second one from Entertainment Earth. I know Ra's al Ghul. I know who that is. I don't know who the other little guy is. Is that the Samurai Jack guy, I think, maybe?
It's Samurai Jack, yeah.
Or no, wait, he's Toy Tokyo. Obviously, I want the two Masters of the Universe ones from Toy Tokyo. I think those are cool. I love that they're doing Anchorman. I think that's going to be a fun set. And the fact that the one guy is scented, the Sex Panther scented one. Yeah. The actual birds, I think the one in the red outfit, the red astronaut outfit. Did you see that you have to pay a minimum of $500 to be a part of the museum in order to even chance to get that?
That's not much different than their lottery though. While you're there, I mean, so they basically just made you pay to be in the lottery. I mean, that's basically what they did.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and usually there's always a lot of the big Comic Cons. You're always going to have that one lottery that is going to be big, and I think that's what they're doing with that red toucan this time.
Jay Funko said we should get some beer icons like Spuds McKenzie, the Cap, Budweiser. The Budweiser Clydesdale.
All of those would be awesome.
Or Elf would be a good one. Speaking of ad icons, that's what Will Be Poppin' said. Those are all like awesome ideas. I definitely want to get Michelangelo. I have a feeling that's another one the bots are going to go after with the surfboard. But I'm going to try and get him.
I'm trying to do that too because I think that is going to be a hot pop. Is that Michelangelo?
I don't know if y'all tried to do these virtual cons yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
have.
I've done both of them that they've had so far. And the bots are going to eat up like certain things so fast. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do because I can normally do this all within 30 seconds. is to go on, click every one of them that you want, check out as fast as you can, and then you're only going to get your second picks. Everything else while you're sitting there waiting is going to tell you it's sold out. It is the craziest experience I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you could click one and check out, and it will be sold out before you get there.
Oh yeah, I got lucky. I got one of the Cheshire Cats.
You got really lucky.
Nobody knew it was going to be such a limited piece, and so I think they kind of shied away from it because it was the Alice in Wonderland, and everybody was after the Boba Fett and all that other stuff. Or not Boba Fett. No, it was a Boba Fett, I think.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, and so I ended up getting one of those, and then the price on that one, everybody found out it was limited edition to, 2,000 pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary.
Mary wants to say hi.
They were actually smart with that cat, though, and they didn't announce that it was a limited set. They let you find out after the fact, and they didn't do that with a lot of these items. Like the Black Lightning, they let you know it was a limited set. With one of the birds, whatever they are, me and Chris had this debate. I don't know what they are. They still look like some crazy, like, vulture. They let you know that one of those is a limited set. Every one of them they let you know is a limited set is going to be extremely hard to get unless you have a bot. I keep trying to get Chris to let us borrow his bot. I know that he must have like 5 or 6 of them so that we could all like get the pops we want. I don't think he's going to let us do it, but.
Well, see that, though, I think out of that whole lineup, there's only a few that we talked about that just to me they don't seem to make sense on why they're even in this lineup. Like the Anchorman ones. I mean, I like Anchorman just like the next guy, but I don't see why they're in there. And then on top of it, though, I think the one that pissed me and Wayne off the most was that why they even did it in the first place is the Mr. Freeze. Because they didn't do anything new with him. It's like they used the same mold from the last one.
They threw some glitter on him.
They threw some glitter in him.
Well, do you think that we're kind of seeing finally the results of what happened with the COVID is why they're maybe not going so crazy or they're using some of the same molds? Do you think this is a result of what they can get in and how long it's taking them to actually go from, an idea to an actual pop? Do you think that's a kind of a result of that? And maybe that's why they're kind of recanning some things?
It's definitely a result of that. It's a result of them laying off half of their employees before they thought about it. I mean, they laid off over half of their employees before they put a whole lot of thought into it. I mean, that's the same thing that happened to their website, the same thing. And there's a lot of hype behind this one, but I think there's a lot of undeserved hype in some of these releases, especially Mr. Freeze. I mean, Mr. Freeze is a recycled pop. I can tell everybody how to get one now because they still have them for sale everywhere you go. Go get you some blue glitter. Go get some Elmer's glue. Put it on there. Throw the glitter on it, and you have it. I mean, I hate it when they do that. That's a pet peeve of mine. I hate recycled molds.
Yeah.
Do something.
You could get rid of the Fortnite one too.
I'm with you
with that one.
I'm with you.
Yessie Lou said the guy from Dunkin' Donuts, Fred. It's time to make.
Oh, that would be awesome.
The beef pop. Those would be good ones too. So the other question, I don't know if you saw a couple episodes ago at all, but we were talking. I got some of the ones that were on the Funko app, and it was the Maleficent that was supposed to be vaulted. There was the OG Boba Fett. There was Iron Man, or not Iron Man. It was something else that I grabbed. And the value of them were like in $30, $40 or whatever. But Maleficent was supposed to be vaulted. And so I took a chance on it because they think they were like $11, $12 when I paid for them. That perhaps they had like found stock, like now that they had this time and they were kind of like moving things around. Maybe they found like a case of them or something. But I don't know how you guys feel about that as far as some of the things that you have. So if they're taking vaulted pops and along the same line of what we were talking about, and just slapping a new sticker and putting them in another box.
It's annoying.
It's annoying. I mean, how are you supposed to? And I don't collect strictly for value, like you guys. I'm more of an emotional collector as far as things that from my childhood and whatnot. But it was still kind of annoying that you don't know what's going to be worth anything or what you should keep or anymore because of the fact that you can't rely on the fact that they're going to keep something vaulted. No. Oh, it was Freddy Krueger. That's the other one that I got.
Well, I just see that they had the 10-inch Stay Puff, the burnt Stay Puft, there was a time that he was worth astronomical amounts of money, and then they just dropped him back on the site not too long ago as an exclusive. I never had him. I missed him the first run. I could have got him this time, but I just picked up 2 6-inches of the Stay Puft guy, and I'm happy with my 2 6-inches. One's burnt, one's regular, but I think it's garbage that they just recycled him and threw him back on there. I mean, because now all the people that had him, either their value went down, or they're telling you that they could have hundreds of thousands of these things still sitting somewhere and recycle them anytime they want.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I was just going to say, to me, the downside is, at this point, what's the point of a vaulted pop? If they're just going to recycle it later on into a different way, then why vault the pop if you're just going to do it again? Because then that's taking away the whole value of those items, to be honest with you.
Well, my other question along that line is how quickly things sell out when they're limited, or they may not even be limited on the Funko Shop. So here's my question: is the sodas? Do you guys have any of the sodas?
Yeah.
Wayne has gotten me sucked into them. I have one. I have the Gene, the Kiss. I can't remember his name right now.
I think I have every one of them but Freddy Funko. They snuck Freddy in on me.
Okay, so riddle me this. How are there so many of those still available on so many different sites if they were limited to, say, 3,000, 6,000? I'm kind of wondering if there aren't like more than what they put on the cans themselves out in the world.
I don't necessarily know that I think there's more of them. I'm going to tell you what I think happens. I think these companies have bots, just like people in the wild have bots, just like other people do, and they gobble up a whole lot of them, and that's how it gets sold out in Funko. So Funko says, oh, they're sold out, but then Entertainment Earth and Big Apple Collectibles still have the other 5,000 sitting in their warehouse where they just gobbled them up as fast as they could. Now that's what I think is happening. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what's happening. But that's what I want to believe on the positive side of life is going on. I mean, I want to believe that if they put 5,000 on it, that there's only 5,000 out there.
It just seems to me that every time I turn around, that somebody's got some, and I don't know if it's 10 or 5 or 3,000 of them. I have no clue, but like I have the Emerald City Comic Con Batman. I got the pink one. Which is one of the higher value ones. And then I have the Disco Skeletor. I have He-Man, Lion-O. I only have 2 of them that are chases out of all the ones that I have. But I kind of went down that line because I think it's kind of fun. It's like the kids in their blind bags, the little toys that you got and not looking in the can. It's kind of, it's fun to do that. It's like a mystery, but I like the fact that they come in the soda cans. I just think that was something different that they launched there. And then yesterday, for the first time, I actually got a Funko Mystery Mini, but it was the Garbage Pail Kids.
Right.
Have
they ever done the Garbage Pail Kids?
Yeah, they're starting to put those out there. Yes.
That would be awesome.
So there's a couple of Garbage Pail Kids already out. Atom Bomb has a chase, and there's a couple of other ones, but. The boxes that come in, they're probably about 3 or 4 inches tall and about 3 inches wide. So they're about this big. Brush my head. They're bigger than the normal mystery minis, but they're super detailed. But the thing is, they don't look like they're a Funko product, but they don't have the Funko look. They actually have the detailed eyes with the whites of their eyes and the irises and everything else. But they're fabulous. But the Atom Bomb one is like worth $27 or something crazy. And then I pulled the one guy who thinks he's Superman that has his underwear over the outside of his jeans. Clark Kent, I think is what he.
Oh yeah.
And he was only worth $5. Again, it's not about worth. It was just fun. It was my nephew and I both opened them last night too. And I mean, they're coming out with a different line. They're diversifying.
Well, I think though too, and I know Wayne and I talked about it before. I think. We weren't sure at one point if they were even going to continue the line because it seemed to be slowing down. And then it seemed up. To be honest, I think they need to crank up that line. And I know this may be controversial to a lot of people, but I think they need to shut down the Dorbs line and increase the soda pops, to be honest with you. Because I'm sorry, the Dorbs, they've lived their life. There's nobody going after them anymore. I have 1 or 2 of them back here. But I mean, there's no one sought after the Dorbs, and I think you should just end that all together and just increase the soda line. To be honest with you.
Yeah, we had a guest on a couple weeks ago, Admiral Funko, and she loves the Dorbs. I have one Dorbs, and that Pop Party Outlaws sent me in the mystery boxes that we did. And I like it because I mean I think it's cute and it's Game of Thrones and everything else. And my mom has one which is Jack Sparrow. But I kind of agree with you. Like I walk right by them when I'm walking to a store. It's not something that I'm looking after or collecting a line of. I mean I don't think they have the same personality. Will, do you have Dorbs or do you have any of the other products?
No, the only Funko product I have are the Pops. I have some minis, but more I throw those in my giveaways whenever I'm doing giveaways because I like to keep things not so cluttered, so I try to keep stuff in my rack here. But I'll tell you one thing got sucked into. I just bought a box of those Jankies, and those things are cool. My son was like, as soon as he saw the box, my son's like, "Can we open them?" And I'm like, "No," but he conned me into letting him do 2 of them the other night.
I want some of them toilet ninjas.
Yeah,
those are another one. Yeah, he wants those.
I think Beard of Pop or somebody has the entire set, like including the chases and everything. He had the whole entire set. Pretty sure that's whose video I was watching. But I think those are hilarious, and so I am getting those for my brothers for Christmas because we constantly have toilet humor at Christmas time for whatever. I think I've got a couple of different fart books for Christmas for my brothers. But I thought those would be fun.
Yeah, I think Wayne had showed me those. He told me about those one day. I was like, I never heard of them, but when I saw because it's one of those things. Like I know I've seen J or K&L does like the mini ghosts, whatever, and that's a whole different rabbit because those things get expensive.
Yeah.
It's crazy how expensive those things get. They're cool looking, but I just don't. And we had a big conversation today about different rabbit holes to go down, and that's just I've already gotten into too many, and I'm even starting to I'm blaming this on Wayne, and he knows I'm blaming this on Wayne. I'm already now starting to get into the 10-inch rabbit hole, and I was trying to fight against it for a while, but Funko didn't make it any easier putting all their 10-inchers on half price, but.
Yeah, I'm totally against the 10 inches. My wife wants to get a 10-inch Chucky, and I said no. I'm not doing the 10-inch Pops. They just they're too big.
They take up a lot of room.
They do.
Too big.
I think now that I'll be working on 10 or 11 of them. I mean, they take up a lot of room. I mean, but I'm sucked in the rabbit hole. I really like them. I'll stack them up in the corner of the room. They'll look just fine.
That Baby Yoda box is like 2 normal 10-inch boxes. It is massive.
Yeah.
That Baby Yoda's ears are 15 inches from ear to ear.
Hey, what's going on?
You got to put that thing in a spot where you don't even hit because with the bobblehead, and you'd be worried about that thing dragging down from side to side as big as
15 inches from ear to ear. Big.
I have a couple. I had Kool-Aid Man for a while, and then I just kind of got over it. That box was really big too. It was different. And then I had The Thing, Marvel's The Thing, and I ended up doing that for one of the charity events. I sent that out. Actually, I think Batman Popster has that one. But I have Indiana Jones because I was born in Indiana. I didn't get the metallic one, but I'm kind of glad. I almost bit the bullet and bought it when it was at like $300 on eBay, and I'm glad that I didn't because it's fallen so far down now that it's reasonable. I have a Voldemort. I have no idea why they launched Count Chocula in the 10-inch last fall at some point, and then the 10-inch Frankenberry was in the Christmas box. I assumed they were going to do Boo Berry before now, but they have not launched the 10-inch Boo Berry. I wanted the set because I have the little set and the 4-inch set. I wanted the 10-inch set of those too. They have not launched him yet, and I can't figure out why.
See now you're all the way completely down into the rabbit hole with those things.
Yeah.
Yes, but I get in trouble when I get the big boxes, and then I have 3 Huckleberry boxes coming next Tuesday.
Oh, good Lord, those are big boxes too.
But like I'm going to do it with my nephew, and So I'm hoping obviously to get a chase. So I bought 3 of them hoping to get a chase. And if I don't, then, we'll put them towards the charity fundraiser on the 31st or whatever. And I promised him that if I had more than one blue one, then he can have one. So he was all excited. And then for $15, I mean, you really couldn't beat it because the 10-inch chase one is like $120 in value right now.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like massive in value. All right, Foxy, where are you at? I don't even see him in the chat.
He's got 2 more likes to go. He was in there a minute ago.
I've been sharing it on Facebook, trying to get people to come over. And
although Wayne had me out hunting today because we were talking the other day about because I'm out here in Orlando. I live 25 minutes from Disney, and I don't know why it didn't even go in my head when they announced that Splash Mountain was changing. Why I didn't get out earlier and try to find those damn Splash Mountain pops. Those things are going for big money right now. Luckily, I find I have an insider that actually deals a lot of their inventory over there at the Springs, and she's keeping an eye out for them.
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
Been nuts. So you're down here in Florida too. That's cool. I didn't know that, Tech.
Yeah, I'm in Central Florida. I literally live 25 minutes from Disney World.
Yep.
When we go down to Florida, we're in Daytona. And so last year when we were down there, we usually go in March, and we obviously didn't go this year because of everything going on. But the last year we went over to Orlando, and we drove by where Disney was, but we hit, the Medieval Times dinner. We did that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
You have to do it once in your life. I mean, Lisa loved it, but it is what it is. And then we did the Madame Tussauds Museum. Yeah. It was kind of a crappy weather day, and so we just did, some stuff where we could be inside. But Boondock says he doesn't have any 10-inch pops either.
Missing out.
Yeah, it was nuts, seeing all the photos and everything and all the video of the people going in there and buying up the stuff and out of the shop over there.
What's funny is I know Wayne we were talking about, I guess they were talking about that they were pulling them off the shelves, but my connection says they are still actually clearing them from the warehouses and stuff like that. So they are coming in now, but they're coming in short, a little bit at a time, but they're not producing anymore, but Disney is trying to clear out their warehouse of them.
Yeah. Clara, silver-haired wolf, actually ended up going to a Disney store in New York and being able to grab a set. I had the set, and my mom was on there. She was getting the Baby Yoda's electronic ones when those first came out and went crazy. And so I got some discount codes. So I ended up picking up a set of those for like $22 or something crazy. Like it was like more than half off. And because it was only worth $27 at the time, I ended up putting it in the charity waffle that I did. And I regret it now. I got those because it reminded me of going to Disney World and being a kid and going down Splash Mountain. Somewhere there's a picture of my family on Splash Mountain. And so I regret that I don't have that set. I would love to get it again, but I'm not paying $250 for it.
Oh, I'm kicking myself in the butt because I've been in the park and I've had both of them in my hand and looking like, I don't know, maybe I'll and I put them back, and I now I completely regret not getting them.
Oh, absolutely no. It was a bummer. I almost picked up the other one, which was them on the actual log ride, because I had the boat back. And I also regretted it because it had the fox in there. And now that Fox and I, do the show, I wish I would have had a little fox that I could, have in the background. Especially when it's been 49 minutes and he's still not in here.
I know. We got 1 like left. 1 like. Come on, guys.
1 more to go. Let's go.
We only have 1 like to go.
He's going to crack and look like Mel Gibson.
There we go.
I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see him.
There we go.
I got this.
There we go. Like, Foxy. It's Fox time. What's going on, Stacking Pops?
Stacking Pops. He jumped in on mine a little bit earlier. Appreciate it.
Bo was on. His little son. He was awesome.
Yeah, actually, well, I was there. I actually did pick this one up today, which I was happy with.
Oh, nice.
I'm debating. I still haven't decided if I'm going to take him out and display him or keep him in a box.
I always wondered that. I think does my mom and dad have that one? I think possibly. I was wondering if there's something where you could actually like hang it from a string and have it like across the room.
No, they don't have a curved on the end. They made it flat. It's hard to see, but they just made it flat. So it's just made for like a shelf display.
Bummer. So Fox is not a Marvel guy.
I know. I'm trying to talk him into that, but he won't do it.
My heart.
Yeah, no, he won't. I just put the OG thing up for a waffle. I got it out of a waffle, and I thought I don't know. I'm debating. I'm not really getting much interest on it anyway. But I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep him because the Thing's always been my favorite of the Fantastic Four. So I'm debating on if I'm going to yank him down or not. But like you said, like Spider-Man's always been mine, and then. Is it Doctor? Well, I know there's a Loki coming out. The box coming out.
Sorry,
it came out. By the way, that Loki box has been sold out anywhere. And actually, I forgot to even tell Wayne. Pop in the Box. You can order them from Pop in the Box right now.
Don't talk to me about that one. You can't get them from Pop in the Box, can you?
You can get them from Pop in the Box right now.
No, you can't. Why would you lie to me like that?
I didn't lie. I just haven't told you yet.
What's nice is my LCS got him, so I had him put one in my pull list with my pull box. So
nice.
I'm going to be picking it up on Tuesday night.
Well, guys, the time has arrived. Mr. William Wallace himself is in the backstage here, so I'm going to put him up and go full screen for you.
You got to see William Wallace.
We got to see this one.
Finest people, very nice salute for presenting yourselves on this battlefield. I give you thanks. This is our army. To join it, you give homage. I give homage to Scotland. And if this is your army, why does it go? We didn't come here to fight for them. Oh, the English are too many.
I wonder if I should be concerned.
When you know about them Scottish people, you're not supposed to have anything under them kilts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm worried about. That's the part I'm concerned about.
Just let it hang in the breeze. Oh man.
I think we gave Fox too much freedom.
Well, we can't take away his freedom, so
it's a good point.
Oh, no, I thought you were done.
No.
The anticipation.
If I see bare fox butt, I swear.
What will you do without freedom?
You know he's been sitting there practicing this in front of the mirror.
Will you fight?
I wonder if they got any I'm concerned on what he could be dressed like.
Fireball from a fox arth. I am Fox Crown, and I see a whole army of subscribers in defiance of Playground. What will you do without waffles?
What is that? They can take our live streams, but they'll never take our freedom.
I see. If I see an arse, I'm gonna run.
Come on, hey.
We get a second moon today.
Hey.
What I'm wondering is if he's recycled the mop into his hair again today.
Hey.
Well, I was not expecting that to pop up.
No.
That pop so bad.
That is a good pop. I love the blood on the face.
Uh-huh.
He always does a very dramatic entrance.
He still has me worried.
Freedom!
Yes!
How are you this evening?
Amazing face paint. Love it.
Did I nail the FYE blood splatter?
Yeah,
the
blood and
blood
everything
splatter
on
on
there.
there.
Beautiful.
What Smurf did you kill to get the blue?
Oh, you want to see the Smurf? The little blue guy? You said don't show him. All right, I'm showing him.
Now,
Oh, no
Where's-
freedom for him?
Where's the kill? Come on.
I was told by YouTube not to do it.
well, you can wear a kilt, you just can't flash.
What's the point of wearing a kilt then? That's the whole point. Like, why wear a bikini if you're not going to show it off? Like, what? Would you wrap a towel around it?
I actually figured you were going to like take a bed sheet and wrap it around.
I so tried to braid this. Did you see this? This is what took so long. Oh my gosh, I got blood in my hair, blood in the hair. I totally tried to nail that and it didn't work.
Adrian says, awesome, nailed it. Darren, you're back just in time. What's going on, Nick?
You like my fancy Scottish outfit? That's just a belt. Hey, you took away my kilt. So
No, I didn't take away your kilt. I took away you flashing your blue balls.
well, Brandy, do you want 500,000 subs? I mean, if you think we're gonna get there without a bot and without a kilt, you gotta get one or the other. One or the other.
You got to understand something, Fox. If we do nudity, we get kicked off of YouTube.
What?
I said if you do nudity, we get kicked off of YouTube.
No, you'll just be on the talk, all the info shows that talk about controversy and everything, and then your subs are gonna spike up and all that fun stuff. That's
Did Wayne miss me?
Oh,
Wayne,
I didn't
this
miss
is
you.
all for you.
I was here the whole time.
Well, I missed you. Thanks for hanging around.
How you doing? I'm a little worried though. Is that face paint or is it real paint? Because it looks like real paint.
Wayne is a smart fella. So it is not facial paint.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. Well,
When do you have to
we'll
work
see what
now?
happens. I've done more harmful things to my body on this channel than this paint. Well, listen, knock on wood, but seriously.
God, I'm having such a hard time hearing you.
What's going on?
What? Do you not speak Scottish? All right, I'll speak English. So here's what happened. I bought Crayola. Yeah, I trust Crayola because, like, if I'm allowed to eat it, I should be able to put it anywhere I want. That's what she said. Anyways, I don't know what the packaging is, but it's it's definitely one of these things. All the
Awesome.
dads and moms in the room will recognize.
I'm pretty sure it's water based, so you'll be right.
yeah,
Oh, what?
you'll be
'Cause
fine.
I didn't have water handy.
If
So
you're
you know when you
switching
have to,
tonight
like,
though
lick-
while you're sleeping, don't worry about it.
It's all right. My son's painted his whole chest and everything with those colors. It's okay.
Yeah.
But when you, okay,
Yeah.
Does
I'm totally gonna
Daniel
break
know
out.
he has
I'm
to
gonna
go
have
to work?
Scottish. I'm gonna have Scottish pimples.
It reminds me of a really bad choice I made when I was younger and I was in a band. We thought it was cool. We're like, oh, we're going to color our hair real quick. My buddy had green water-based paint. So we painted our hair in green water-based paint. Didn't realize we were playing during lunchtime at school and we have green dripping down our faces. Worst decision ever.
Like a great idea.
Fox, let's talk about your worst decision ever. Was it shaving your leg, shaving your chest, or shaving part of your head?
Wait, like what on this channel or life?
We might not have enough time for life.
That's true.
The worst. None of those. I mean, it's just hair. I don't care.
It grows back.
Yeah. I would say. What did I do? I don't know. I can't give us. Is this episode 33, Brandy? You know what?
What?
Way to go. 33.
33.
You know, I will say, Brandy, the very first time I ever tuned into a Night Owl show, I just happened to tune in, and the first thing on the screen is Fox shaving his legs. I was like, what am I watching here?
Well, the other good one.
Leg hair is not growing back. It's done. It's over. It's been a month. It's been a month. It's not. It's
Now you just need to get a tattoo there, and then say, "Oh, I know I shaved it for my tattoo."
You know what? I don't like the leg tattoo thing. Either you do all leg, like the whole leg, or I just don't. I don't. The leg thing is like, eh.
I got a leg one on the back of my leg.
It's a leg one on the back of the leg, but like a chicken leg.
Well, no, it's a Pirates of the Caribbean tattoo on the back of my leg.
Gotta be kidding me!
Nice.
You have a Pirates of the Caribbean on the back of your leg?
I don't know.
Hey, do you want to hear what I have on the back of my leg?
Lift that kilt up.
Yeah. I don't think I can lift my leg at that high.
Don't fall over.
Yeah.
I almost adjusted my camera.
Oh,
Can you
that's
see it?
awesome!
Nice.
Oh,
I've
nice.
so got you beat.
Wainco has
I would do
beaver.
that.
Wayne's got the tattoos though. Wayne's got the
I've got you
tattoos. I just got that one though.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
at some point in my life, I had to like start questioning my sanity with my choice of my tattoos. I've got a monkey's ass on the back of my leg.
Shut up.
Nice.
Prove it.
What?
It's probably a monkey butt. I hope it's a Family Guy monkey butt.
You
Look at
do
it.
have a monkey's ass.
Oh, no. That's great.
Is that another one of those weird life choices that we
Yeah, the
question?
weird life choice. Like, he's got his whole like butt crack spread and everything, you know.
That's pretty epic. I love it. I love it. I'm wondering if like you're just really creative and have a sense
God, I
of
can't hear you.
or you can't hear me. You can't hear me at all.
Barely.
Here, but you're just quiet.
Oh, I can
Is that
I can hear you a
everyone,
little bit.
or
Yeah, I
just-
hear you good.
I hear you fine.
I'm wondering if that is Wayne is like super creative and has a dope sense of humor, or he came in last in fantasy football one year.
Oh no,
And
that's
they're like,
a dope
all
sense
right.
of humor. It's got MOB
Okay.
if you looked at it. It's got like the O is the monkey's butt, MOB.
You're gonna fit right in here, Wayne. Fit right in.
Oh.
Anyway, so hey, I didn't have. I guess I ran out of bottled water, and of course, you know what I always have on supply.
Beer.
So, yep. So that's I'm worried about. I don't know if Crayola in their focus groups and their and their testing, if they said no, it's non-toxic, but like they never considered that kids using it would have beer instead of water to mix it. I'm wondering if it's like I just like broke the internet and my face because
So it's not water based, it's beer based.
It's beer
Beer-based,
based. That's the thing. I mean, now what?
Wow.
Ugh.
I think you might just start a whole new trend of beer based paints.
Yeah.
Beer
I mean,
based.
that could catch on.
Yeah.
You'd be
Instead
the
of painting
founder of
with
it.
a twist.
Listen,
Fun at a
the
frat
place-
party.
There's bars and restaurants that do the paint by number. Like, oh, first date. Listen, beer-based paint, and you could just drink it at the end.
you can just let it drip down into your mouth.
You
You're all
have
good.
colored poop.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
they've got
Exactly.
green beer on St. Patty's Day. I mean,
Like,
that
That's
changes it.
designer poop at that point.
You just came up with a whole new thing. Who needs night owl condoms? We can have beer based designer poop.
That's
paint.
right. All day.
just like it'll be like monkey's ass, chimpanzee, fox crown, paint by numbers night, where it's like they don't give you paint, they give you monkey poop and gloves, of course, COVID, and
COVID.
beer-based
Never heard about that.
just like
Work
just
is
do it.
done.
Extra safety for the.
Wow.
Well, no, listen, the poop and the beer, you're tapping into like. Listen, I know this is what channel are we on? Night Owls. Okay,
What channel are we on?
I can say
Oh, wow.
fetish here. There's a whole.
Oh,
That's
we
yeah.
lost him.
Oh, of course we lose him.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's like, what just happened?
he just got censored.
What channel are we on? It's half your channel, butthead.
No, I'm just trying to. I was actually censoring myself. If you listen to me for a second, I was like considering, can I say the word fetish? And I am, and I did.
You said the
So,
word finish.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm just saying. I think that poop-based paint by numbers date night would be popular because, listen, come on, Google it.
No.
What? Yes.
Fun fact number 1738. All Bob Ross paints were beer-based. How do you think he stayed so calm?
Exactly. It was the happy trees and the beer-based paint. Hello.
I thought it was LSD, but hey, y'all say so.
Okay,
Actually-
Spanish LSD. We can say whatever we want now.
Whatever.
Fox, I've got the painted. I think what I should do is do a new shirt with me with the cow ears and horn with the painted cow behind me, and you with this paint, and just put happy little accidents on the shirt. What do you think?
Put a happy little cloud over here.
Yeah.
I love
Happy
Bob
little
Ross.
cow.
Bob Ross Pimp.
That was my first pop ever. Was Bob Ross?
I just got Bob Ross Chase
I
not too
have a
long ago.
dad joke for you that I think that Eric, Two Boys, would appreciate.
Okay.
If right now I was a bar patron and you were a bartender, and I said thanks for the drink, and I slipped you a $5, good old Abe Lincoln, right?
Yeah.
Would that be considered cow tipping?
Okay, I don't get it.
Anyways.
Maybe that's why it's a dad joke.
Because I have cow ears and cow horns. If you look at me, if I put my head just right, would that be cow tipping? Wah, 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 wah.
Will, thank you for smiling, Will. You saved me.
He's here all week, ladies and gents.
I'm here, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's caking. Should it feel cakey?
I think it's okay. As
Well,
long as it's not
Am I
burning or anything.
exfoliating? Is this how the Scottish exfoliate?
Maybe, but I mean,
That
Mel
was
Gibson was all cracked. Now, a couple of fun facts that I looked up today because I was trying to decide what to talk about this whole. William Wallace actually, the blue paint went out way before, like hundreds of years before the actual Braveheart scenario happened. And two, he did not wear a kilt. He actually wore like what you would consider a traditional knight's armor. And then who is it? Who's his adversary? His adversary, Eric? Is that what his name was?
What?
Who was the adversary that was after him in the Braveheart movie?
The king,
Yeah.
Richard? The king?
No, but there was the guy that was after. Was it Eric the Great or something like that? Something the Great.
Jason the Shitty.
Yeah. Okay, that too. He actually is considered another hero in Ireland, and they were upset that they portrayed him as a bad guy or someone who actually turned them in. But I did find out it is true. If you hear, like, if you actually read about him, what they did to him when they caught him was so much worse than what the movie portrayed. Like
They portrayed that pretty bad too.
yes,
I mean, pretty well, and it was horrible.
it was horrible. But they castrated him, cut everything off. Jim and the twins gone, and then they disemboweled him while he was watching. Then they pulled him in half while he was still alive. Then they beheaded him. Then they dipped that in tar. Then they dismembered him and put him all over for everyone to look at. He definitely had the ending go bad.
Well, at least they take execution to a artistic level.
Yeah. Eric the Bruce. That's it. That's what it was. Eric
the Bruce?
Yeah. Something. Yessie Lou said Bruce the Bruce, but it's not Bruce the Bruce. I think it's Eric the Bruce.
I'll buy it.
Rob the Bruce. It was Rob the Bruce in the movie, I think.
Oh, okay. Robert the Bruce.
Robert Bruce.
Lumberjack says, "Holy crap!"
I've seen that movie.
Don't worry, Lumberjack. Your turn's coming up next week.
Listen, did somebody just say spoiler alert in the chat? Like, that came out in '95. If you
Oh, yeah,
haven't
long
gotten
time ago.
this by now, come on.
Yeah, watched it by now. But I'm talking about the actual historic figure, who, if you go and look at him, he looks like he is William Shakespeare, not William Wallace, like the movie. But that William Wallace pop is like super hot right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I've seen more and more people have been talking about it. Like, I want William Wallace. I don't know if it's because certain people dropped their giant mystery box today that has the bloody William Wallace available in there. or what, but I've seen like 3 or 4 streams where they've been talking about William Wallace lately.
I
You know
mean,
what's funny?
I think it looks cool that it's got the blood splatter. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like the Jack Torrance one, how it has the blood on the front window. But I mean, that's the only cool thing about it.
I had 2. It's funny that I found one at the playground, but I always love this one. So, but see, I wouldn't put this in a mystery box because even though it's super fresh and yummy, I guess you ever see like at Target, I see this a lot, where the animals that just take the box cutter and they just like rip the box open. You're like, oh my god, what did you just do to the R2D2? So this is what happened to this. I would never put this one in a mystery box because it's got a clean slice, but it's still a
Box cutter
slice.
got it.
You can't tell. You can never tell, but I mean, right there, you look like somebody cut that box open and totally sliced that baby, which is so funny. It's so funny because when, just so you know, anybody that wants to come on the Night Owls, you're more than welcome every night for everyone, especially the guest stars, as we try to rotate. But there's like group chats started with our guest stars, and they can always vote and decide what Fox comes on as. When I heard William Wallace, I was like, oh, face paint, but the party stores aren't even open yet, and I don't have any time to like order it online because I have green body paint for like something that never happened. But the blue, and yeah.
Well, when you asked us that question, I was completely drawing a blank, and then when Will said William Wallace, I'm like, that would be awesome.
I thought it would be a great character for you, Foxy, just because you're so
Will,
animated.
did I
I'm
nail
like,
it?
oh man, you
did.
did.
Did I make you proud?
You did. Looks great. Love the face paint.
The what paint?
The face paint.
Oh, the paint
It's
that
beer
I
paint.
made. I put on my
Beer
face.
paint.
Yeah,
The
your
beer
face
paint.
paint.
I mean, you could probably get a job as a makeup artist. You should probably look into it somewhere.
Well, I kind of need a job now, so that works.
I mean, you should look into it. I'm sure Hollywood's looking for folks.
Yeah, I should talk to Nick at Bands for Arm. Didn't he do
Yeah.
the costume for Wonder
There you
Woman?
go.
You can do face paint and shaving legs.
There
See,
you go.
You've got it all resolved.
I would love to
You moved
shave
to California with Nick.
legs. I would love to shave Gal Gadot.
No. You need to get those wax strips. Just level your leg with wax strips.
Somebody in the chat was suggesting that you need to step it up. I think it was Bearded Barbarian who said that you need to step it up and switch to waxing now.
I think he's just upset about my beard game right now.
I told you, you need to put a rubber band on that and go Lou Albano style.
Oh, I could do that. Hold on. This is how I have to eat.
Oh.
Like
He has different bands for it, and he's like, I don't really like the white or the black one.
Well,
The white one
Bands
pops
for
from him.
Arms. Anywho,
How was your day, dear?
who, Fox?
I didn't talk to you very much today.
Was busy. I dropped a mystery box. Thank you for all that purchased.
Yeah, well, Fox and I was chatting about that last night.
Yeah. Well, Mr. TechBot's about to drop a mystery box, and I just had to beat him to the punch.
Well, not for a while.
No, but the pressure's on. See what I did there?
Yeah, I know. Thanks, bud.
Good. It's your plug. Because, like, what we usually... Oh. This is ridiculous. I could be a cleaning lady. Let me just
dust that for you.
Let me just dust your StreamYard.
Or you could apply blush. We'll just see a little
This is what I should
contouring
have
over
used.
here.
I should have like dipped this in beer and then it's gotta get a
There you
little
go.
longer. That's what she said.
Talk about happy
So-
little butchers. Where'd you get the sword?
You've seen this like 5 times. This is one of the props, rotating props for sure. This was the He-Man sword, by the
Yeah.
way. I don't know where things come from. I have no idea. This is pre-COVID. This is Party City. This is a couple Halloweens ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, he's doing well the belt's been in He-Man before, I think too. Yes?
What?
Your belt, the belt you have on, that was in He-Man?
This one?
Or
This
was
one?
that
probably.
pirate one?
Yeah, maybe. One of them.
So
This
I
might
have
been pirate.
I have to ask Fox. I know Brandy touched on this just before you came on. So I know I've been trying to persuade you towards some Marvel pops, but
Excuse me?
why
No
why,
cursing on the channel.
why
Do
do you,
not use that language on the channel.
why do you have so much hatred towards Marvel pops? Come on, man.
Okay, you're both about to be timed out. Wayne, you know the trigger word. Don't say it.
Monkey butthole.
See, that's a good N word, not that other one.
I'm not a Marvel fan anyway.
DC's the best.
I agree. This guy's a genius.
Hey,
That's
can you
that's
put me
how he
closer
got
to
that
him?
face makeup.
Put me closer to him because these two are wacky.
This dude's a genius.
Also, hey, do you guys like cliffhangers? The chat has been very patient, hanging out with us and not elsewhere tonight. So here's a cliffhanger. When Fox comes back on, immediately when he comes back on, because I need to take a potty break. Wait, there's no secrets. I need to take a potty break. So here's what's happening. When I come back in like 38 seconds, because all the beer paint is really making me pee, I'm going to drop a trivia question based off of Wayne's answers earlier during the get to know you part. Okay, so chat, get ready. I'm going to find a giveaway. It's not toilet paper.
Just make sure you mute your mic this time.
I'm not taking you with me. And stop bringing up the past, Brandy. Jeez.
True story, it happened.
I mean, you loved every second. Bye.
We were all in the live kind of going, is he peeing right now? Is he peeing? I mean, we got lucky because he didn't have, that man fart when he pees at the end. But yeah, he's like, oh, did I not turn the mic off? And I'm like, no, we all heard that. That was some good peeing though. That was definitely some good peeing. So what do you guys got going on this weekend? Anything fun?
Yard work.
Ooh, that's not
Yeah.
fun.
I'm a middle-aged male. We don't have anything going on fun ever.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yard work, school work, live streams, all the fun stuff.
Oh yeah, all of the fun stuff. We were going to a grad party the first time. Everybody's kind of getting together, but it's an outside one so that there can be plenty of social distancing, especially since our governor just put a giant mandate on wearing masks. And today was the first time I've eaten in a restaurant since February. It was interesting.
It was the first time.
So,
That was the first time I've been in a restaurant and sat down and ate. Yeah.
Wow.
so you're living in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all still have some really strict rules going on there. I thought y'all's mayor was going to get lynched if she would have kept like the thing going. We were at a quarantine weeks before y'all were. I mean, I'm right below you in Indiana. I'm right
Where
below
are
you.
you in Indiana?
What's that?
Where are you in Indiana?
I'm in Rome City, Indiana. So I'm just down the road from Sturgis, Michigan. I lived in Sturgis for a while.
I have family in Rome City.
Yeah, it's a great city. I live right here on the lake, Sylvan Lake.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, so you know the boat fire that happened last weekend? Did you hear about that? That was my cousin's boat that burned.
Oh, what do you mean the boat that caught on fire?
Yeah,
I put that boat out.
that was my cousin's. That's Robin and Brooke and
I
yeah.
put the boat out. That was me.
Wait, what?
Small
Yeah, it's a true story. I put the boat out. I was the one that jumped on the boat and put it out. Everybody bailed off. I was so confused on what happened.
I don't either. I couldn't figure out why they bailed, but yeah, those are my cousins. So Brooke is Robin is my dad's niece. His sister was 25 years older, so Robin is my dad's niece, and then so she's my first cousin, and then Brooke, and then Chris was on there too, I think.
Yeah,
But,
well,
yeah,
I know them because I coached Brooke's son Stone in swim.
Well, you're kidding me.
No, but
That's
this
happening
year,
Small
here?
world.
You guys know
it's
each
a
other.
small world, right?
Yeah, really small world. Yeah, Barry. I mean, we were watching him for the past several months. He hasn't been doing so good in health wise, but that is.
He
So
has
do
been
you
doing
know
good for a
Teddy
while.
and Bill too? Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's my family.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been doing good for a while though. I mean, he went through a whole year. What was it? Not last year, maybe the year before that, where he had to go into surgery, and it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dane and Jonah were up here not too long ago before the COVID thing happened. He had a hockey tournament, and so Robin and Dane and Jonah and a couple people were up here.
I thought we were going to see a pop avalanche a moment ago.
Oh my gosh, it almost happened. Did you see that?
Wayne, I mean, Now, I mean,
Still might happen.
now we're besties because you know my family. That's so
Small
weird.
world. Yeah, we should get together and do a real collaboration one day.
Absolutely. We were actually talking about trying to go down there and visit them. I want to get out on the lake, but and Teddy said I could come stay at her cabin whenever I wanted to. So we were talking about coming down there. I will let you know for sure if I do.
You should let me know.
I was born in Kendallville.
You were born in Kendallville?
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Look, I like Rome. Let me rephrase that. I love Rome City. This to me is probably my second home. Georgia's only my first home because I lived most of my life there. So I mean, but this is where I choose to be at home. Kendallville is just different.
It's a dying town ever since the foundry went out and everything. It's kind of dying, and it's sad.
It kind of got eaten up with drugs too. I mean, Kendallville kind of got eaten up with drugs. That's probably because the foundry and everything closed. I mean, that's what happens at places.
Just leave it, get out of here.
I can't believe it.
Come on, this is an amazing thing. Like out of all
it's amazing.
my family.
I feel like you should drop the three of us out, and you two should just like high five and hug. You've been on my life. It's crazy. The Wayne like saved your family, which is our family.
I didn't.
No,
Look, let me tell you the reason. Hold on, I'm going to give you the real reason why I jumped on this boat. I was about 6 beers in. If they'd have let that boat burn, DNR, the cops, the game warden, everybody would have been on this lake. I was drinking too much and having too much fun. That boat had to get put out.
Oh, so you were saving the night.
That's exactly what was going on. It was selfish.
Oh, I like it.
He was in a hold my beer moment.
Yeah, it was hold my beer. Whoa, stop. Y'all are not going to make me quit drinking today.
Do you know, see, another exhibit in the state's case of evidence that not all heroes wear capes, but all heroes drink beer.
That's right. I agree.
All heroes have monkey butts.
Every single one.
And then he went and got and then Wayne went and got his leg tattoo the next day.
No, yeah. I've had that one for a while. So I think I told you this at one time. I used to be a tattoo artist for many, many years. I have lots of just strange, crazy tattoos. What happens is you get bored. So you're sitting there with 3 other guys, all about the same age. You either grab a taser and start playing like taser tag, or you just start getting random tattoos. Random tattoos hurt less.
Crazy.
What, when there's no buildup?
Yeah, exactly.
Pop's got still yelling freedom. Why do you hate your life, Matthew?
He's only yelling freedom because he's a Cubs and a Seahawks fan. They suck.
No, they do. I'm still in awe right now. Sorry, Fox, you got to take over the conversation because I'm just in awe. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to text them all and be like, "You guys have to go back and watch my show tonight. You're never going to believe what just happened."
Never going to believe it.
Yeah, I'm down there all the time.
Anyway, so I was looking for something as a all right, it's going to be a giveaway because the chat earned it for staying with us when they could be elsewhere tonight.
Yes, that's true.
So it's going to be based off of Waco's answers earlier. The first in the chat to say it, and I'm going to pull it by the YouTube chat that I can see and that the rest of the chat can see. So it's going to be question based off. He still can't hear me. It will be based off of. He hears Brandy just fine because, like, he saved the family or something. But that's what. Get me closer so I can whisper in his ear.
No.
Whisper sweet nothing.
Don't whisper.
What's going on, gamer?
Am I tinier? Why am I smaller?
Because I was pointing. Gamers just came in and he was asking if you're a brace heart.
Brace heart? Should I put braces on? I could put a grill. I can make a grill because I have so much foil. Hold on.
Squirrel.
Why do you have so much foil? That's the first question there.
Because I dress up all the time.
Yeah, he did Shredder, and so he had like the full like.
I thought I needed more foil than I did. Braces heart. Oh, this is clever. Wow, I should have done that. Wait, braces are tiny.
And it's gonna taste horrible.
That you're not supposed to chew on.
Do you know
oil.
what, Brandy? Well, I'm not going to speak for you. The gentlemen in the room who have ever been with somebody significant, lady-wise, for more than 30 days, know exactly what this foil tastes like. I mean,
I'm not saying nothing.
I already said it. Brace heart. Brandy, why are you so red in the face? There you go. There's your Spectre. There's your screenshot. Hold on, make it count.
Spectre's not even in here. Okay, screenshot it, guys. I need all the faces of docs. Did you touch one of your fillings or something to it?
No, it's like cutting my. I'm really gonna have like legit blood splatters. This is just paper. I mean, all right.
There we go.
Where's
Get
my
the
sword?
sword.
Oh.
Screenshots. Clara, go.
Okay. Anyway, okay. So the chat hung around. They need a giveaway. I didn't want to create a pop avalanche. I was looking. I wanted to like shout out people here. So Will had said he's such a big Cap fan. Is that right?
I'm such a big what fan?
Captain fan?
No, that's the other. That's the other Will.
Yeah, that's Will be popping.
What? No, hold on. Was I crazy? Who said they're
No,
grail? I was
TechBot.
gonna say.
I'm a giant Captain fan.
Yeah.
With the shield, the opposite shield. I'm sorry, I had it all wacky. I was just listening in the rain. Clara was gonna say it wasn't raining in New York today again.
Hey, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the tone of your voice. Anyway.
See, if you were in here earlier,
you
you
could
could know
hear
that
the
too.
tone of my voice. But anyway, I was looking for a captain. It's not the one you were talking about, but in your honor, TechBot, and based off of Winko's trivia questions or something earlier. I just want to make sure somebody that was in the chat from the OG, and never left, knows the first person to say, I just grabbed this because we were talking about the He-Man thing. I couldn't find the captain, whatever. This, whatever. Enjoy it. Will be shipped tomorrow. Big shipping day for Foxy. To the first person in the YouTube chat to tell me what state Winko is originally from. Go.
Do I get to enter?
Yeah, right here.
I just got to see like
I got it.
My hand was up first.
Oh, damn it!
This is not the Michael Alex the Seth Academy.
Can I call dibs on He-Man?
Ooh, okay.
That's
so
a really
I
awesome
see,
He-Man too. I'm not gonna lie.
I see lots of answers. I see one that's A for effort. The first one I see is bearded with A for effort. And then I see Pop Scott with yelling at all caps. Then I see Mitchin, who thinks he can get away with a postal abbreviation. The fuck is that? And cheater. All right, cool. I don't want any bullshit on my end. So between Bearded is new here. I feel like he tried. There was just this typo.
Bearded has his bots going. This is like the third giveaway. He won my giveaway a couple weeks ago. He won Pop and Duo's giveaway. Bots going. It doesn't count.
Oh well, you know what? Then we gotta kiss his ass, Brandy, because I definitely need some. I need some bot love for this virtual drop.
That's me too.
I mean, you know what, Wanko, why don't you choose? I would say my 2 cents is that it was a typo at the end. He was the first. Mitch totally cheated because he's totally cheating collectibles. GA, come on.
At least it's not Kenneth Bird in there.
Wouldn't it be fun? Listen, if Kenneth Bird put Georgia instead of his usual copy and paste, I'm still here for you tonight, Voider, I would have been like, oh my gosh, he has other vocabulary. And I would have, you know what? I would have said, Kenneth Bird, there you go. Just take it. I am so impressed.
Now, this is what I'm going to say, right? You actually have to know the state to know the abbreviation for Georgia because it's not spelled GA.
Georgia.
So
and there's only one G. It's totally cheating. Totally cheating.
So I would have to I don't know. I think I would go with the GA. I would take the GA.
That's what I heard. You take the GA.
I would take.
Yeah, but at that point, why don't you do a tiebreaker question?
You could do that
Oh.
too. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's fair. Mitch
That's
is like,
even better.
Fox, I thought we were cool.
Talk about where the hell is you?
Right.
So are we on a tiebreaker between Mitch and Bearded Barbarian here?
That's what I would do. Yes.
Well,
Yep.
to me, here's the thing. It should be a three-way because Scott's got a point. Because while Georgia Q sounds like an amazing barbecue restaurant in Atlanta,
Scott actually spelt it right.
Scott's the first that spelled it right. Mitch was like, he probably just said, Alexa, say Georgia. And she's like, GA. But also Bearded had, and that's a typo. He was just like, gotta get it first. So I like it. But that's how you know he doesn't have a bot, at least in his chat, because the bots wouldn't press Q.
The bots
They
are
know how-
so right.
Yeah, the
He
bots
said I ate there
identify
at 5 star.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
a bot.
the bots identify crosswalks in the I'm not a robot. There's no way they're spelling Georgia with a Q. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so tiebreaker question. You know what? Average Will, why don't you ask the tiebreaker question? And it's only available to Pop Scott, Totally Mitch and Collectibles, and Bearded Barbarian Collectibles.
Oh man! Now you put me on the spot. Oh,
Ooh, you got the big one right now.
We just have to answer the
Trivia.
question. I mean, ask the question.
all right then. I don't know.
Only
Let's
those
go
three
with
can answer. Well, you can all answer, but
yeah. You three. So
One.
what type of paint did Foxy use for his face?
ooh, brand name,
Yeah, there you go.
brand name paint on the face. Who's
I'm
gonna say
switching
it
over to
first?
YouTube chat and watch this.
My bot named Wayne.
Ooh, I see
Yeah.
it.
Bloop, bloop.
Well, I see Mitch has it.
Yes,
First.
Mitch
Mitch
got it.
first. I see Mitch first with Crayola.
Watercolored. It should have been a correct answer. Also would have been beer-based
Beer
Crayola.
face paint.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what? We
Beer
have
paint.
another tiebreaker. Keep going. Crayola, please sponsor the Night Owls. Thank you.
Not a sponsor yet.
Not a sponsor yet. We have no sponsors yet. I'm trying to figure out everybody gets the cool like gaming chairs like you have. Oh, today I got this awesome $400 chair sponsored by so and so. I'm like, how the hell does that happen?
Did you see Scott? Scott is so salty about losing the tiebreaker. But
What
thank
did
you
he
for
do?
participating.
Scott, I'll send you something.
He just
I'll send
he
the other
just-
two something.
He just asked Mitch why he didn't abbreviate Crayola as CR. I love it.
Well, to be honest with you, it was better than his typical question of blue. I mean, come on, he knows that word by now with his stupid Cubs team. But
Fox says, or I'm sorry, Mitch said, Fox, please give it to Scott.
Guys, I hate to get off here early, but I'm going to get off.
Because Mitch.
Oh no, we usually wrap up right now, so.
Yeah, and also you can all funnel over to if the mods could drop a link, you can all pick it out. Big Dog Dave has a pop-up live starting
Hey,
soon, so get on
Monty,
over
what's
there.
going on?
I like Mr. Dave.
Hey, Lisa,
and
Pop Goddess, hit me up on DM after the show, and I'll see if I can help you find those Mickeys. Well, boys, you guys have about 27 minutes until the Scream stream with Eric, Two Boys, and Dallas, Mr. TechBot, Wayne, Average Will, William Wallace. Thank you guys all for coming on tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun now that you know who we are. And
we know a lot more about each other than we did, especially from tattoos.
Absolutely. But no, thank you guys so much. In chat, thank you guys for sticking around tonight. I really do appreciate it. Monday night, we have Ian and
Andrew
on. So make sure you guys stop by on Monday. If we hit 500, we got some good prizes to give away. So we're set
We
to
didn't
go.
hit 500 tonight?
No, we're at 493.
Oh, we're not leaving.
Yes,
Sorry.
we are. We've got to go. Wayne has to go.
We're not leaving.
You gotta get 7 more.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. All right. Good night, chat. Have a good
good
Thank you
one.
guys for coming out. Thank you for having me on.
Good night, guys.
Thanks, guys.